Okay, so welcome everybody to our Operation Remote Resilience IREST class. I'm Robin Carnes, one of the co-founders of Warriors at Ease, and very happy and glad to be with you today in this meditation. For IREST meditation, it was actually developed, adapted from a very ancient practice called Yoga Nidra by a psychologist who I worked with at Walter Reed, and it was developed for war fighters. So this is really a practice for you. Other people use it too, but I hope that it's useful to you. So what this will be is a guided meditation, which means that I'll be speaking for about 30 minutes. And then I'll leave some time at the end for you to, if there's any questions or comments, you can put it in the chat line, or you can, I don't know whether you probably just put it in the chat line and I will respond to your questions or comments, and then we'll close out. So in order to do the practice, you can be in any position you like. You can be in, you can be lying down, you can be sitting up, you can be lying down on a couch. There's no requirement that you be sitting in a perfectly spine erect position. In fact, it's many people enjoy doing this practice lying down. And so if you want to get comfortable and just be able to hear me, I'm not going to do anything interesting that you need to see. So it's really more about hearing my voice. And then go ahead and get yourself comfy and situated. Make sure that the back of your neck feels supported and that you're warm enough, because surprisingly, most places you are, unless you're in the tropics, your nervous system is going to switch over at some point into the parasympathetic mode, and it will, and in your body, your temperature will drop and you'll probably feel a little bit chilly. So it's good to have a blanket nearby to pull over you in case you start to feel a little bit chilly. So I'm just going to let you go ahead and get yourself arranged so that you feel really comfortable and supported. You can always move once you're in the practice, but it's nice to start off nice and comfy. And sometimes people ask, like, what if I fall asleep? And I say, worse things can happen to you than falling asleep, right? If you're tired, if you're stressed, your nervous system may just need some downtime. And so don't try to make yourself stay awake. Don't try to make yourself hear every word that I say. If you notice that I'm talking, listen to what I'm saying, but don't strain to stay awake. Likewise, don't strain to relax yourself or strain to fall asleep. There's no one way you're supposed to feel through all this, just other than the way that you do feel. It's a meditative inquiry in the sense of like curious and in a friendly way, noticing what you are feeling in your body, what is going on in your mind, what is going on with your emotions, and those kinds of things. So this particular practice is going to be more geared towards kind of grounding and helping you feel more settled in, because, there's a lot of wackiness going on in the world. So most people are needing a little extra grounding and settling than they always do. And our nervous systems always need a fair amount of that. So there's no shame in it at all. So take this half hour, 45 minutes class, 45-minute class, but the meditation part about a half an hour to receive what you need to receive. You don't need to be doing anything. You don't need to be working hard. In fact, the less you work, the better things will go. It's one of the few things that's like that in life, actually. All right, so I hope you're settled now. The only other thing that I will say is that it's possible that some emotional material may come up during the practice. It's not designed to make that happen, but it sometimes is a part of the healing, recovery, the wholeness of who we are, is that things that we weren't able to process at a given time when they happen may come back and want to be integrated. So there's a whole lot of different choices that you can You can just stop the practice is one possibility, just turn it off, get up and go about your day. But another possibility would be we're going to go into something called the inner resource at the very beginning of the practice. An inner resource is putting your attention on something in your life, a scene or even a fantasy. It could be a memory or a fantasy. That allows you to, when you relive it as if it were happening right now, or if it's a fantasy, you just imagine that it's happening, that it creates the same sort of brain chemistry and body chemistry that allows your whole system to feel safe, comfortable, and at ease. It could just be a neutral moment, like petting your pet, your cat or your dog. Looking at one of your children's faces. It could be seeing a flowering tree or just seeing the sunshine outside. Remembering how good it feels to eat a food that you really like to eat. So it doesn't have to be any kind of profound, big deal. But we're going to go into that at the beginning of the meditation. I'm going to invite you to just sort of let it come to you. And if any point during the meditation that things start to feel really uncomfortable for you, you can just go back and put your attention on that inner resource. That's what it's for, is to stabilize you and help you to feel like you have an anchor that's going to keep you from drifting off and feeling lost inside yourself. So that's another option. And another thing would be, if it feels like possible, is just to keep breathing. Keep feeling your body and see if it is perhaps a wave of feeling that will crest and fade. And that in fact, you might be able, it's totally up to you. It's not that it's better to do this, but just you might be able to just hold that wave in your awareness until it recedes. So those are all different options. They're not all the options that are possible, but there's some options in case something were to arise while you're doing the practice that feels really uncomfortable. It's not likely, but sometimes it does occur. All right, so let's begin. I'm going to invite you to take a long, slow, smooth breath in through your nose and release it out of your mouth. Long, slow, smooth, deep breath in through your nose and release it out of your mouth. Long, slow, smooth, deep breath in through your nose and release it out of your mouth. So just kind of recognizing that you are here, that for these few, like for this half an hour, you've set aside the time. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. And that this is time for you to take care of yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, your heart. So let attention now just come into the feeling and sensing part of you. Most of the day, we're in our thinking minds. We're paying attention to thoughts, whether we realize it or not. And sometimes our thoughts actually make us more agitated. Worrying about things we can't do anything about, for instance, can make us really agitated. So rather than trying to push away those thoughts, because that usually doesn't really help or work, they just become more insistent. I would invite you to just turn to a different channel, a different wavelength within you, and that is the wavelength of sensing and feeling. So feel down into your body now. And however it is, just see if you can be kind of curious about it and with a friendly attitude, rather than, you don't need to change anything what you find. So notice how things are feeling. And then I invite you to just consider these statements. For the next 30 minutes, nothing to accomplish, no problems to solve, nothing to fix or change about yourself, nothing to force, and everything happens by itself. Everything happens by itself. Simply following along with my voice whenever you hear it and taking it as it comes. There's no way you could do it wrong. So starting to notice why you came to meditation today. What's the point? Why did you decide to listen to this meditation? What's in it for you, perhaps? And then taking a few moments to notice what's most important to you in your life. So what do you value most? What do you care about the most? What's something you desire above all qualities or things in life? Is it providing for your family? Is it beauty? Is it love? Is it relationships? Is it duty? Is it honor? Is it something you really want to accomplish in your life? What do you value the most? What's your life's mission? As best you can tell in this moment. And take a few moments just really paying attention to what it is that your heart hungers for the most, your deepest heartfelt desire, we would call it. And feel that deepest heartfelt desire, like a hunger or a yearning, but also as an experience that it's already so. In this moment, you already are that, or you already have that to some degree. Just like an acorn is already an oak, you are already this that you desire the most. So there is some part of you that is living into this. Feel that part of you. Feel that part of you as if it were an already accomplished experience. And then finally, let attention go to an inner resource. So we talked about that a few moments ago. An experience of comfort and ease. It could be a memory, maybe being with a grandparent that you really loved and who adored you as a child, maybe being with a pet at any time of your life, or an animal that you felt really close to and safe around. Could be a place in nature that you really particularly love. Like, I love being beside lakes. Lakes really comfort me. And if it's a lake or an ocean, think of a particular place at the ocean, or a particular lake and the details of it. Could be a religious experience or a religious figure that's important to you, has meaning for you that you can focus on. Could be a song or a sound. It could be the sound of someone's voice. And again, it could be a fantasy, something that you've never actually experienced, but your imagination really takes you there. And for the next few moments, I'm going to invite you to just let it come to you. It's not something you can really make happen. It's more about being receptive and opening, allowing that to come to you. And let something come to you. It might be something you haven't thought of in years. Or it could be something that happened to you yesterday that felt really good. So let that come to you. And first of all, just let the sights or visual aspects of this scene come to you. So you can have your eyes closed or open throughout this whole thing. It's up to you. But just kind of soften your gaze if your eyes are open, and imagine the way this situation or this scene looks. Imagine it right now. The way the light looks, the time of day, the colors and shapes, kind of like you're looking at a painting, or a painting is just coming to you rather than very defined, discrete, kind of like let the images come to you. And then let the sounds that are a part of the scene come to you. Feel the sound perceptions. Could be the sound of the waves on the beach, or the breeze in the trees, or a child laughing, a dog barking or breathing, piece of music that you love, a church bell chiming. Whatever you're seeing or situation you're in a resource, let it come to you now. And let it move into your sensory imagination so that it's almost as if it's really happening right now. And then the way it tastes or smells. So it could be that there's a taste or smell that's an important part of this situation, and let that come to you. Imagine you're experiencing it right now. And then how does it feel in your body? How does it feel in your physical body? Notice the sensations and how it feels in your body when you feel really deeply comfortable and at ease, able to just be. Feel it in your legs and your arms, the sense of able to, nothing to prove or nothing to pretend about, and nothing you have to protect. You can just let yourself be. Feeling that through your whole body, that feeling of being okay, being comfortable, feeling ease in your very bones. So throughout the practice, you can come back to this at any time. You can take your attention back to it if I'm talking about something else. And it is a meditation in itself. So you can just spend time during the day as you're waking up or going to sleep or waiting in line somewhere. Just spend time taking yourself to that inner resource place. It helps you regulate your nervous system. It helps you shift your attention away from things that you can't do anything about. And it just gives your whole system a reset, going to the inner resource. Now we're going to take a journey through the physical body, and each part of the body that I name, I'm going to invite you to simply let your attention land in that part of the body and feel it just the way that it is. So feel the sensation of the inside of your mouth. Feel the teeth. Feel the gums. Notice the sensation of the inside of the left cheek and the inside of the right cheek. The feeling of the roof of the mouth and the floor of the mouth. Noticing the sensations of the tongue. The feeling on the top of the tongue and underneath the tongue. The tip of the tongue and the root of the tongue. All the various sensations of the inside of the mouth. Feeling all the sensations inside the mouth. all the structures inside the mouth. And that's all, just that. For this moment, just that. And then let attention go up to the nostrils and feel the breath coming in and out of the nostrils moment to moment. Feel the nose, the whole nose, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, all the various sensations of the nose. And feel the sensation of the left eye. All the sensations around, behind, within the left eye, the eyelid, the back of the eye, the eyebrow, in and around the left eye. And the feeling of the right eye. Let attention drop into that right eye. Sensing in and around the right eye as vibration, sensation, the eyelid, eyebrow, behind the eye, even the eyelashes. And feel both eyes at the same time. Sense both eyes simultaneously. And the feeling inside the left ear, the folds and valleys of the left ear. The inside of the left ear and the outside of the left ear. And the right ear, inside the right ear. Inside the left ear. Feel both ears simultaneously, the inside and outside of both ears. And noticing the sensation in the throat. Feel the breath entering and leaving the throat. And noticing sensation over the skin of the face. Just the feeling of the skin of the face. And noticing sensation of the scalp. The jaw. If you find tension or holding in any place of the body, just getting curious about that feeling of tension if it's there, rather than trying to fix it. What if you just notice it? Bring a kindness to it. And the whole head, ears, nose, mouth, eyes, scalp, face, the whole head, the hair, the whole head, the teeth, the lips, the jaw, the neck, the whole head as vibration and sensation. And noticing sensations in the left shoulder, the right shoulder, both shoulders, left upper arm, right upper arm, both upper arms, left elbow, right elbow, both elbows, left lower arm, right lower arm, left wrist, right wrist, left palm, right palm, all the fingers and thumb of the left hand, all the fingers and thumb of the right hand, both arms, hands, and fingers, both arms, hands, and fingers, just the feeling of the arms, hands, and fingers, alive with sensation. And sensing into the chest and upper back, the mid-torso, front and back, the solar plexus and lower back ribs. So not the thought of it, but how it actually is feeling. And then the feeling in the lower torso of the belly and the hips and the genitals and the buttocks, feeling the lower torso. And again, welcoming any sensations that you find with as much kindness and curiosity as you can. Nothing to fix, nothing to force. And feel down into the left hip and the right hip. And the whole torso, the whole torso, the whole torso as a live sensation inside and outside the torso. The left thigh, the right thigh, the left knee, the right knee, the left lower leg, the right lower leg, the left foot, the right foot, all the toes of the left foot, all the toes of the right foot. The feeling of the whole left leg, the feeling of the whole right leg, foot and toes. Feeling both feet, all the toes, both legs, space between the legs, the space between the toes. And noticing the whole body simultaneously. Dropping back in awareness so that you can feel not the image of the whole body, but the feeling of every cell of the body simultaneously. The whole body alive with sensation. The whole body alive with sensation. Inside and outside. All the vibrations and sensations of the whole body alive with sensation. Noticing the feeling of the whole body vibrating, pulsing. And then noticing the part of you that's noticing all of this and feeling back into the part of you that's aware of all that's occurring. Feel the feeling of being aware itself. The feeling of being aware itself. Being aware of being aware. And noticing the cool feelings, the cool sensations, the warm sensations in the body, the heavy sensations and the light sensations in the body, the open sensations, the tight sensations. All these are present in different parts of the body, in the same body all the time. Warm, cool, heavy, light, open, tight. All of it at once. And start to notice the way the body is breathing, that the body's breathing, that the body's breathing all by itself. And that there's nothing you need to change or fix about the way your body's breathing. And simply feel the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. Simply feel the breath touching the back of the throat. Simply feel how the breath is subtly lifting and lowering the chest. Simply feel how the breath is lifting and lowering the belly. Sensing and feeling it all. Feeling how the body slightly expands on the inhale and slightly contracts on the exhale. You're not doing anything to make it happen. It just happens by itself. You're just feeling it. Noticing the feeling. And now notice the part of you that's noticing the breath, dropping back into that part of you that's always aware, dropping back into that part of you that is awareness, that never changes. That's vast and open and always able to respond to whatever life brings, whatever changes life brings. As you just feel the breath coming and going and the body sensations that are constantly moving and changing. And notice any emotions that might be present. So if they feel strong, the emotion, you might bring in the inner resource right now to be inside you and with you, beside you. Feel that inner resource of grounding and safety and comfort and ease. At the same time, you may notice there's some emotion present. Could be an emotion that's very pleasant to feel, or it might be an emotion that's not so pleasant to feel. Notice where you feel that emotion in your body. At the same time, you have that inner resource with you. And then notice any thoughts that might be moving through your mind, beliefs about yourself or about life. Are there any beliefs or thoughts that are there? And can you notice where you might feel those in your body? From that part of you that's aware, the same way you would feel a sensation in your body or your breath moving or coolness or warmth. Be curious about these thoughts and how they feel. Just letting them be, nothing to fix. And now inviting you to rest back into a place of well-being. If that's accessible to you, going back to your inner resource, or just maybe sensing where you already have come to on this journey, the feeling of being okay, being well. In this moment, feeling a sense of comfort and ease. And if something else is arising, welcome whatever it is that's arising. There's nothing to force here. And then feeling in your body, this feeling of comfort and ease, maybe a sense of gratitude, people you love, things in your life that are working for you, a comfortable bed, a good cup of coffee, a TV show you love, a video game. And just feeling the grateful feelings of things that are working well for you. And then once again, just that feeling of being aware of being aware. Feeling back into that part of you that never changes. That's always complete and whole and always has been complete and whole. everything just the way it is, okay. And reflecting back on this journey that we've been on in the last 30 minutes or so, the journey through the inner resource, your deepest heartfelt longing, journey into the breath and body and feelings and emotions and thoughts, and exploring the experience of being aware itself and how this awareness is always present. This grounded awareness always there. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and become more in waking or an everyday kind of state. And take your time. For the next few minutes, take it easy, take it slow, and you'll be taking the benefits of the practice with you throughout your day, perhaps even to a deeper rest tonight. Look at our website for more IREST materials, IREST recordings for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us. We're appreciative of your participation in Operation Remote Resilience. And we know that you are incredibly resilient people, human beings. And just hope you keep using these wonderful tools that we all have to settle ourselves, ground ourselves, and remember we're stronger than we know. Take good care.